Hello, welcome back. This week we're going to be talking about the most common mistakes that women do during pregnancy. Some of the mistakes I did myself, so stay tuned. Mistake number 1. Eating for 2. In the first trimester, you don't actually need to up your intake in calories at all. And in the second, you might want to increase by around about 300 calories per day. That's as much as a cheeseburger or maybe 600 grams of blueberries or a chicken salad. It's not that much. And then going into the third trimester, you will want to up your calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories more per day. And that's it. Many women tend to eat and eat and eat, especially if they're off work and they don't have to go to work anymore and they're home and they're kind of bored, and the cravings sneakily pull you in to eat things that are not good for you or are not suiting your needs. Mistake number 2, not clarifying what to eat. There will be an upcoming video on nutrition, so stay tuned for that. Until then, speak to your doctor. Many women tend to go about their everyday life just as normal, as if there was nothing different. But being pregnant, some foods can actually harm you and your unborn child and even cause miscarriage. For example, eating too much chocolate, ice cream. I know, crazy, right? There is a separate video on hidden dangers. Do watch that, it will be linked at the end of this video. Fighting with cravings. Cravings are actually there for a reason. It's your body telling you that it needs something. In our days, our brains are so cluttered that we misinterpret these cravings and go for something that is unhealthy way too many times. Don't get me wrong, if you feel like you need a McDonald's now and again, then do that. If you feel like you need to eat a piece of cake or 2 or 3, do that. If you feel like eating a whole bloody pizza, then do that. But when you do it mindfully, slowly, and enjoy every bite. Secret tip to craving is actually movement. If you move every day, especially in the morning, it sets your body up to a different awareness level. And if you pay attention closely when you have your cravings, you will understand that maybe you need something fatty, or maybe you need some salt, maybe your body's missing salt, or maybe if you're seeking for that sugary experience, then maybe all you need is some juicy fruit. So don't forget to move every day. It makes your awareness sharpen so much. During my pregnancy, I did yoga every day, not for a whole hour or so. Sometimes 10 minutes was just enough. It has so many benefits. In my case, I was often looking for proteins. So I had a couple of eggs and then I was fine. So you learn to interpret that craving into making healthier choices. If it sounds weird to you now, then just try moving for 1 whole week. Or if you're moving already, listen deeper. Go into the kitchen, close your eyes and think, what is it that my body needs right now? And don't think about the pizza and the cake. Think about the basic food that you have in your kitchen, like potatoes or spinach or fruits, and then just listen to what your body is signaling. You will feel it say yes, yes, yes when you think about that food that it needs. If it's hard for you to tune into this and you don't feel the feels, then there will be some nutrition hacks on how to overcome cravings in a healthier way. Well, not overcome, but work with them in a healthier way in the nutrition video. So don't miss that. Like, if you don't listen and you eat the wrong things, then your body will still be dissatisfied and that will lead to even more eating. That's why a lot of people eat for 2. Another mistake is worrying about weight gain. You will gain weight. The weight of the baby, the weight of the uterus, the weight of the amniotic fluid, and you will be having 5 liters more blood run through your veins. You will gain weight, and that's okay. You will gain 10 to 15 kilograms during pregnancy. It's perfectly normal. Don't freak out. If you move on a regular basis, your body will jump back to normal very quickly. You'll be surprised. If you're worried about hating your body during pregnancy and after, There is a separate video on the body after pregnancy, and there will be an upcoming video on how to feel sexy during pregnancy. I know there's a lot coming up, so stay tuned. Then the mistake, my favorite, the one that I've mentioned already, is not engaging in physical activity. Unless you are told so by your doctor, then not moving can actually be really harmful for you and your baby. All these body changes that are happening are going to happen with or without your help. If you keep moving, then the changes kind of happen on the back end and you really don't notice much happening. But if you don't move and your skeletal structures change, then this will happen with or without your help. There are many reasons why you should stay fit. Not only the body changes, you want to open up the body to help those changes happen more naturally, and you want to prepare for childbirth, which can be like running a marathon. And the more you train for a marathon, the easier it is. Yoga is one of the best sports. A link to my course is down below. Yoga creates the space and the flexibility and is really great to get your heart rate up in a calming manner. There is also a video on which sports to avoid. Don't forget to watch that if you're unsure. And I made a separate video on how to stay fit during pregnancy. It doesn't have to be yoga, it can be anything. Here I'm sharing my tips and tricks. It's only 5 minutes. Watch that. The next thing is pausing life. A lot of pregnant women tend to completely cut themselves off from the outside world, not engaging in anything anymore because they can't drink alcohol, or because they think they might pee themselves, or they think they might be unwell. These things are normal, and when you're pregnant, everybody has compassion. So don't worry if you feel sick, or even if you are sick. Don't worry if you need to go for a pee every 5 minutes. People will just respect that. Learn to feel comfortable with it. And the more you go out, the more you will. It's not only about going out, it's also about not engaging in hobbies or in any creative activity. Many just sit in front of Netflix and watch series after series, and that's kind of what they did all pregnancy long, but that doesn't help you in any way, needless to say. Plan things. Make your everyday experience exciting. Don't plan too much and don't overdo it on your expectations, because every day is different. You might just end up doing nothing on one day, and that's totally fine. But completely doing nothing and stopping life can lead to a depression, and depression expresses itself also through the body and will also be translated down into your belly to your unborn child. Like it or not, whatever you feel, the baby feels. Which leads to the next mistake, getting overly self-conscious and overthinking everything. This is a great time to learn to trust the body. It's sending so many signals. You've just got to take that step back and learn to listen to it. Remember what I said about depression. If you overthink things too much, then you might be stressed a lot, and this will also lead to fetal stress. Women have been giving birth since Adam and Eve, or the Big Bang, whatever you believe in. A woman's body is made to do this. There is no need for you to freak out in any way. There are tons of women that can share experiences with you and give tips and tricks. You are not alone. If you are a chronic overthinker, then there is just one thing that can make your life worse, and that's Googling things. Don't do that. You can find literally anything on Google. Blueberries cause miscarriage. See what I mean? Then you'll be thinking, oh my god, I had blueberries yesterday. If you do have questions, stick to some fundamental literature, or talk to your doctor, or to any other woman that is pregnant or has been pregnant. There is not very much that you can do wrong. Here I would like to link you again back to the video about hidden dangers. That's kind of it. That's kind of all the things that you have to really watch out for if your pregnancy is developing in a good state, that is. If you're having issues, clarify with your doctor. The last mistake is not getting enough sleep. Even in the first trimester, that's the trimester where the most is happening, and your body is doing so much work behind the scenes, you will be overly tired. Not listening to your body and staying awake and trying to do things can be very harmful, not only for you, but also for the baby. Over 25% of miscarriages nowadays is due to stress. Mainly this comes from our jobs. If you have a 9 to 5 where you can't take a nap every now and again, and if your boss doesn't have the understanding, this can be quite harmful. So talk to your boss, talk to your family and friends that they should cut you some slack, that you need a bit more rest than usual. And if you're not good at listening to your body, then just have a sit down every now and again. Then it will tell you how tired it is. Because sometimes we just don't notice. We just go on and on and on. It's just how we work these days. I hope this video helped and you recognized some of your behavior patterns. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!